Hi everyone and welcome to Drugstore Better Than High End episode 11. There have been so many amazing drugstore products that have featured in previous Drugstore Better Than High End videos, so if you haven't seen any of those, please check out the playlist at the end of this video, but we're going to crack straight on today. These are some amazing, affordable, both skincare and makeup products that I believe are either just as good as or better than their high-end counterparts. If you're new here, hi, my name's Gemma. I upload new content on YouTube every single week. I would absolutely love it if at some point in this video you are finding it helpful. Please consider coming and joining the Pampered Wolf Pack by clicking on the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. So I have another 7 amazing affordable products to share with you today, but as per usual, if you have your own unbelievable ride or die affordable products, please do let me know about them in the comments section, and if I've not tried them before, if they've not featured in one of these videos, you never know, they may feature in episode 13, 12, I can't even remember what episode we're on. They may feature in a future video. So you may have noticed that I have another forehead developing on this side of my face. There was no covering it over. Honestly, it was adamant it was going to say hi, so I thought I'd just, let it wave to everybody and then we'll forget about it and pretend it's not there. Let's move straight into the first product. So some of these products I've never spoken about before on my channel, others have featured in previous videos. This first product is one of those. I actually spoke about this and I actually applied it for the first time in a video titled Trying on Hot New Drugstore Makeup. If you are ever in a bad mood, if you're wanting a bit of a giggle, watch that video. I'll link it up here for you if you haven't seen it already. I wasn't sure about this first product when I first applied it because I was applying it over the top of the deepest color corrector shade I think I've ever had underneath my eyes, and that product made this product just not work. On its own or over the right shade color corrector, this is superb. It is from Revolution and it's the IRL Filter Finish Soft Matte Concealer. So this is such a great concealer. It's really lightweight, it is smooth, it is luxurious. If this wasn't in this packaging, if this was a blind test, I would never have guessed that this concealer was affordable. It is that good. Now they do say that this gives full coverage. I would have to disagree with that. You can build it up to full coverage, but one coat and possibly built up slightly, I think it gives more of a light to medium coverage. You can build it to full coverage, but you are going to get creasing if you're anything like me. I can get away with powder or no powder with 1 or 1.5 coats of this perfectly well, no creasing whatsoever. I just think it is a beautiful formula. It wears incredibly well, silky smooth, really easy to blend out, covers my dark circles beautifully. I don't have anything negative to say. The shade range is amazing and I love the applicator. The applicator is so well designed. It really hugs the under eye. So if you do apply concealer directly underneath your eye rather than applying it to the back of your hand like I do, this is going to do the job so beautifully. So this comes in 30 different shades. It's an extremely wide spectrum of shade. Nobody is missed off the list, and there is a really detailed analysis of each individual shade and the undertones and the shade of skin that would suit that particular shade on the Revolution website. It is amazing the amount of effort that they've gone to make sure that you can pick your shade online. I've gone for the shade C4, which even though I do have a neutral undertone, verging more dominant warm, I do find that the pink undertone within this concealer does help to disguise my under eye circles somewhat, so I really love this shade. This gives a soft, silky matte finish, and again, light to medium coverage, but can be built up to full if you require. It's long wearing, it's lightweight, it's oil free, it's sweat proof, it's waterproof, it's alcohol free, it's fragrance and essential oil free. There aren't masses of hydrating ingredients within the formula, but with clever application, you can achieve no creasing with or without powder. I really, really like this concealer. I don't feel like the coverage or the pigmentation fades throughout the day. I think it sits beautifully underneath the eye or on the rest of the skin. I just think it's superb. Great quality, well done Revolution. Next product. Now I am a little bit bewildered why I've not put this next product in a drugstore better than high-end before. I've actually been back through and checked out all the previous videos just to make sure, because I don't know what I was thinking. This definitely deserves its place in this video, and it's not a new product. It's been out for a while, and I actually did a full review on this, which I'll link up here for you if you want any added information, a bit more of an in-depth look at this foundation a while ago. So yeah, I'm not quite sure why I haven't put it in this yet. Anyway, here it is. We're rectifying that right now. This is the Rimmel Kind and Free Moisturizing Skin Tint, and it is beautiful. It comes in 12 shades, and that is the only thing that I don't like about this. It is a skin tint, but it's a skin tint with a little bit more coverage than you would expect. So I don't think 12 shades is really cutting it. Although I have managed to find a shade that will suit me and I can make it work. I am the shade 160 Vanilla. Improvement is needed in that department. So I tend not to use this like a regular foundation. I reach for this when I would usually go for a tinted moisturizer, when I want my makeup to look really fresh, glowy, lightweight, something really hydrating, really nourishing, just very, very skin-like. That is when I would use this. I would never pick this up if I'm wanting flawless and I'm wanting my makeup to last all day, because although this is beautiful and really natural looking on the skin, and I have this on today, it does lift if I touch my skin. So I often find that it rubs off the end of my nose and off the end of my chin, and it lasts a really good 8 hours, but definitely not all day. So this is not super, super long wearing, but if you know that in advance, it is beautiful. This is super lightweight. You can get anything from sheer to light medium coverage out of this. It's got some lovely antioxidants in there. It's got vitamin E, provitamin B5. It's got aloe vera to soothe, glycerin to hydrate, and it does give you that lovely, healthy, glowy finish. You can use powder to either set this in place, which will increase the longevity of this skin tint, or to dim down the little shine that this gives a little bit. So if the shine is a little bit much for you, powder will dim that down slightly. I don't find this sits in my pores or any fine lines. It does have an SPF within the formula, but that SPF is not specified on the bottle, but the ingredients are octinoxate and zinc oxide nano. If you are looking for a tinted moisturizer that's going to look beautiful on the skin, that is free of alcohol, that is free of essential oils and fragrance, I would highly recommend that you check this out if it is available in your neck of the woods, because I don't think you will be disappointed. Obviously, you need to rein in your expectations with this. It is like a tinted moisturizer, so it's not going to last till the end of the earth, but it is stunning whilst it's on the skin. The next product is one that I've spoken about a lot on my channel already. You're probably going to want to throw things at your screen because I'm literally boring you from the inside out with this. I've mentioned it so many times during this month. It is so good though, and I know a lot of you don't watch every single one of my videos, and this is a drugstore product that is definitely head and shoulders better than a lot of the high-end, even luxury moisturizers that I've had on my skin in the past. It's from The Ordinary, and it's the Natural Moisturizing Factors plus phytoceramides. It is the most emollient moisturizer I've ever had on my skin. I think it has 10 times more emollient ingredients in there than the original Natural Moisturizing Factors from The Ordinary. So if you love that moisturizer but you're after a little bit more oomph in that emollient department, this is the one you need to try. One thing I will say, do not over apply this. You need the tiniest amount to make the biggest difference. If you over apply, it will sit on the surface of the skin and you'll get that oily, greasy feel, which is not pleasant unless you like that sort of thing, and then maybe apply it like that. But you can apply this as a moisturizing mask, leave it on for 20 minutes and then pat off the excess, or use it as a standalone moisturizer. Apply a really tiny amount before you go to bed. You'll wake up, your skin will look fresh, plump, no dryness. I love it. Really love it. The next product I want to mention is from Maybelline, and it's the Superstay Strength Primer Protecting Base Coat. This is unreal quality and it does the job. A base coat is there to make sure that your nail is primarily protected from the polish, that your nail is hydrated and looked after, and prevents the polish, especially if your polish is quite a dark polish or a polish that has any sort of red pigmentation in there, prevents it from staining the nail, so that when you take the polish off, your nail looks like your nail and not like you've just committed 3 murders. I've had a bit of a nightmare in the past with inexpensive base coats and vowed never to use them again because my nails were just in a really horrid condition and stained beyond belief. But I thought when this came on the market that I would give this one a try, and I am so glad that I did, because it does everything that I want a base coat to do, and I'm saving a lot of money in the process. And not only that, the brush on this is the best brush I have used for applying nail polish. I just wish there were other polishes that had this brush. Can you see it's got a curve to it which seriously hugs the nail? You need hardly any on your brush and it coats every little millimeter of the nail. It's out of this world. It really, really is, and I don't know why I'm getting excited about a base coat, but it truly is that good. This isn't only a base coat that will protect your nail from staining, however, this will also help strengthen the nail, and it will create a lovely layer on the top of your nail for your polish to sit on, which will help to prevent any flaking of the polish, giving you another couple of days wear, or at least it has done for me. I love it. I think it's great. I seem to feature a cleansing balm in every single one of these videos. This one is no exception. This just proves that you do not need to buy luxury, super expensive, high-end skincare to get superb quality. This one is lovely. It's from Geek and Gorgeous, and it's the Mighty Melt. It's a lovely consistency. It's actually quite a dry consistency in the tub. I mean, it's not overly dry. It's definitely not waxy, but it's drier than a lot of other cleansing balms that feel oily within the tub. This one doesn't. It doesn't until it hits the skin. That's when it really loosens off and softens and really melts the makeup and the SPF that you have on your skin. This is gentle enough, and it's a really lovely formula to do a double cleanse with this. You do not need to go in with a foaming cleanser afterwards as a second cleanse. I find this is absolute perfection as cleanse 1 and cleanse 2, but if you have an oilier skin, you may feel like you want to go in with the foaming cleanser as a second cleanse. I just don't feel it's necessary for me personally. This has some lovely ingredients within the formula, some olive oil derived esters to make sure your skin is nourished and hydrated whilst cleansing is happened, making sure that your skin isn't stripped of anything that it needs. It's not going to over cleanse and over strip your skin. It's going to leave all the good stuff in and take all the bad stuff out. It's a really beautiful, smooth consistency. In fact, it reminds me of a lot of the K-Beauty balms that I've tried in the past. This is a really lovely, lovely formula. It's also alcohol-free, essential oil and fragrance-free, so suitable for all skin types. It's just gorgeous. Next up, we've got the Revolution Pout Balm. I love this. It does everything I want it to do. It's nourishing, it's hydrating, it's really pigmented. It's a lot more pigmented than I was expecting. I only have one shade and I am going to buy more shades in this because it looks beautiful. And for a tint, for a balm, It lasts a really good amount of time on my lips. Obviously this is going to lift off if you eat or drink anything and you are going to have to reapply. But if I'm not eating, drinking or kissing anybody, then yeah, reapplication every few hours, absolutely fine, and the pigmentation doesn't fade. My only bugbear with this, which is also a positive, is the fact that it is so soft. I do think it would have been better if this had been in a tube rather than being in a bullet, because as soon as my lip touches this, it will smush and smudge and just melt completely. I dread to think what this is going to be like during those summer months when it's really warm, because we tend not to have air conditioning in the UK. This may be a little bit of a liquidy mess on the bottom of my makeup drawer, but it's lovely. It really, really is. If you haven't tried this already and you're after something that is super lightweight, it feels nourishing and hydrating, and it does pack a punch in the pigmentation department as well, highly recommend you get your hands on it, because it's just beautiful. It really truly is, and so much better than a lot of the other tinted balms that I've tried. I'm not going to name any high-end brands. Charlotte Tilbury. I love this one. So at the beginning of this video, I did say that there were 7 products I wanted to talk about that I believed were better or just as good as their high-end counterparts. I'm actually going to withdraw the 7th item, so we are going to leave it at 6 today. I've done something I never do. I've changed my mind halfway through filming, and you are going to have to trust me on this one. I wanted to put these in because I thought they were a really beautiful product, but there are too many negatives to this to put them in this video. I will talk about them in a different video later on, but it's just not for this one. I've just suddenly thought, why am I putting them in this video? They're lovely and everything, but just too many problems. So we're going to leave it there. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm so sorry to have confused everybody right at the very end. I've confused myself. It's easily done. I have linked all of the other drugstore better than high-end videos in a playlist that is over here for you, so if you have missed any of the previous episodes, you'll catch them all in this playlist. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you've thought about it in the comment section. Also, please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, and hope to see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.